For more than 4 years, Nikon users have been waiting not just for any camera, but for one specific kind of camera, a true successor to the legendary Nikon D500. The D500 earned its reputation as one of the finest APS-C DSLRs ever made. It was tough, fast, reliable, and considerably more affordable than Nikon's flagship full-frame bodies. Wildlife photographers loved its reach. Sports shooters trusted its speed and autofocus. Action photographers praised its durability and balance. And then Nikon stopped making it. With its discontinuation, a glaring gap was left in Nikon's lineup, one that still hasn't been filled. Since then, Nikon's DX mirrorless range has been limited to the Z50 and the retro-styled ZFC. Both are fun, capable cameras in their own right, but neither comes close to replacing the D500. They're positioned more as mid-range or entry-level bodies, not as professional tools built for speed, endurance, and uncompromising performance. For photographers who depend on blazing burst rates, advanced autofocus, and rugged design, these cameras simply don't measure up. The void has left many Nikon shooters frustrated, looking to their competition, or holding on to their aging D500s with no real upgrade path. That's why the rumors of the Nikon Z90 are creating such excitement. If the whispers are true, the Z90 could be the camera that brings back what Nikon shooters have been missing, a true APS-C flagship in the mirrorless Z system. It's being described as the spiritual successor to the D500, but modernized for the mirrorless era. The big question is, can Nikon deliver a body that truly embodies the legacy of the D500 while also competing with today's demanding hybrid market? Design leaks and speculations suggest that Nikon isn't treating the Z90 as just another DX body. Instead, it may finally bring a professional-grade build to the DX mirrorless line. Rumors point to a tough magnesium alloy frame combined with polycarbonate elements to keep weight manageable. A deeper, more contoured grip than what's found on the Z50 or ZFC would make it more comfortable to use with large telephoto lenses. Weather sealing, reportedly on par with Nikon's higher-end Z8 and Z9 models, could make it a reliable companion in harsh conditions, exactly the kind of environment where wildlife and sports shooters often work. Ergonomics aside, the camera is also expected to carry features that professionals have been demanding. A fully articulating 3.2-inch touchscreen seems almost certain, offering flexibility for both stills and video shooters. The electronic viewfinder is likely to receive a significant upgrade, with speculation suggesting around 3.6 million dots or higher resolution, delivering a sharper, more immersive shooting experience. To support professional workflows, dual card slots are rumored, one SD-UHS-2 for convenience and one CFexpress for speed. Nikon also seems to be leaning into connectivity, with Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2 expected, enabling faster file transfers, smoother tethering, and more reliable remote shooting options. At the heart of the Z90 could be a brand new APS-C sensor. Reports suggest a 33-megapixel resolution, which would make it the highest resolution DX sensor Nikon has ever produced. Compared to the 20.9 MP sensor in the D500 and the 20.9 MP/24 MP sensors in Nikon's current DX lineup, this would be a huge leap forward in detail. More megapixels mean more cropping flexibility, something wildlife and bird photographers will find invaluable when shooting distant subjects. Pairing this with Nikon's latest X-Speed processor could deliver both detail and speed, a combination that defines professional-grade APS-C performance. But resolution isn't the full story. The real excitement surrounds speed. Prototypes and rumors suggest that the Z90 could shoot between 15 and 20 frames per second in continuous bursts, supported by a deep buffer capable of holding hundreds of raw images. For action shooters, this kind of performance can mean the difference between capturing the decisive moment and missing it completely. Rolling shutter performance is another factor. If Nikon uses a stacked or partially stacked sensor design, it could significantly reduce distortion during fast shooting, something mirrorless cameras have struggled with in the past. Autofocus is expected to be another major area of advancement. The Z90 may inherit Nikon's most advanced AF system, with intelligent subject recognition powered by deep learning. Eye detection, face tracking, and subject recognition for animals, birds, and vehicles are all on the table, potentially covering nearly the entire frame. If Nikon can bring Z8 or Z9 level autofocus to a smaller DX body, it could transform how sports and wildlife photographers approach their craft. Add to this the possibility of AI-driven subject tracking that learns and anticipates movement, and the Z90 could quickly become one of the most capable crop sensor cameras on the market. Video is another area where the Z90 is rumored to shine. Oversampled 4K recording at up to 60 FPS is expected, ensuring crisp, detailed footage without line skipping or pixel binning. Some leaks even hint at 120 FPS or possibly 180 FPS slow-motion recording at 4K, which would give hybrid creators a powerful tool for cinematic content. 10-bit internal recording, along with N-Log or HLG support, seems likely. If Nikon adds a full-size HDMI output, the Z90 could appeal to serious filmmakers who want external recording options. This would mark a huge step forward from Nikon's existing DX cameras, none of which are considered serious video tools by today's standards. Perhaps the most exciting rumor is the inclusion of in-body image stabilization IBIS. If true, the Z90 would be Nikon's first DX mirrorless camera to feature this technology. For handheld photographers and videographers, IBIS is a game-changer. It would make every lens, even those without built-in stabilization, more versatile. Wildlife photographers tracking subjects in low light, sports shooters panning quickly, or handheld videographers capturing dynamic footage would all benefit from this upgrade. But even if Nikon nails the specs and price, one issue looms large: lenses. Nikon's Z-mount DX lens lineup is extremely limited. Most options are slow zooms designed for entry-level shooters, not for professionals. This lack of native DX telephotos has been a sore point for years. While it's true that DX shooters can mount FX full-frame lenses, this undermines the point of having a compact APS-C body. A professional-grade DX camera like the Z90 deserves fast, lightweight DX glass to match it. Without that, the Z90 risks becoming a high-speed body forced to use oversized, expensive full-frame lenses. Competitors like Fujifilm have already addressed this, offering an extensive lineup of APS-C lenses tailored to professionals. Canon, too, is leveraging its RF mount and advanced autofocus to attract crop sensor shooters. If Nikon doesn't commit to building out its DX lens ecosystem, the Z90 could struggle to achieve its full potential. For now, though, all we have are leaks and speculation. There has been no official confirmation, no announcements, no release dates. That leaves Nikon users with a difficult choice: wait for a Z90 that may or may not come, or move on to alternatives already available. Some are choosing to stick with the Z8 or Z9 and shoot in crop mode. Others are migrating to Canon's EOS R7 or Fujifilm's X-H2S, which deliver the kind of performance APS-C shooters crave right now. Every month Nikon delays, more photographers make that decision. The Nikon Z90 could still arrive, and if it does, it has the potential to change everything for DX shooters. It could revive a segment Nikon has neglected, restore faith among photographers who feel abandoned, and carry forward the spirit of the D500 into the mirrorless era. But the clock is ticking, and patience is running thin.